dear children, welcome to our history class. You know that chapter number 3 we have completed in the last video, and today we will revise the chapter. That means we are going to revise the topics that we have discussed in video number 1 to 6. Okay, so children, you know that the Indus Valley civilization developed in the banks of river Indus and its tributaries between 3300 BCE and 1800 BCE. So you know that the duration of Indus Valley civilization was between 3300 BCE to 1800 BCE. 3300 BCE to 1800 BCE. It was the duration of the Indus Valley civilization. It flourished in the banks of river Indus and its tributaries. River Indus and its tributaries. You know that tributaries are small rivers that join a big river. Here, river Indus and its tributaries. On the valleys of river Indus and its tributaries flourished a great civilization which is known as the Indus Valley civilization. Its duration was between 3300 BCE to 1800 BCE. This civilization is otherwise known as the Harappan culture or Harappan civilization. Harappan civilization. You know the reason for that? It was Harappa, the first city to be excavated by the archaeologists. So Harappa was the first city to be excavated by the archaeologists in the Indus Valley. That's why the Indus Valley civilization is also called the Harappan civilization. And who were the archaeologists who gave leadership to the excavation process? Dayaram Sahni and Rakhaldas Bandhopadhyay. Dayaram Sahni and Rakhaldas Bandhopadhyay. Dayaram Sahni and Rakhaldas Bandhopadhyay were the archaeologists who were working under the Archaeological Survey of India at that time, who gave leadership to the excavation process of the Indus Valley civilization. These two people took initiative in the excavation of the Indus Valley sites. About 250 such sites were excavated in various parts, especially in Pakistan and northwestern parts of India. Okay children, so the important sites of the Indus Valley civilization were located in present day Pakistan and northwestern parts of India. Rakhaldas Bandhopadhyay and Dayaram Sahni were the people who gave leadership to the excavation of Indus Valley civilization. The first city to be excavated was Harappa. That's why the civilization is also called the Harappan civilization. Many other cities were also excavated. You can name some of the important Indus Valley sites such as Ropar, Kalibangan, Lothal, Banavali, Alangarpur, etc. Okay, all these places are located in present day Pakistan and northwestern parts of India. Okay, is it clear now? We discussed this topic in the previous videos. You know that the Indus Valley civilization flourished between 3300 BCE to 1800 BCE. It flourished in the banks of river Indus and its tributaries. The civilization is otherwise known as Harappan civilization because Harappa was the first city to be excavated by the archaeologists. The archaeologists who gave leadership to the excavation processes were Dayaram Sahni and Rakhaldas Bandhopadhyay. Okay, then we discussed about the town planning of the Indus Valley civilization. The Indus Valley civilization was very famous for its town planning. Okay, town planning. Well planned cities were there in the Indus Valley. Town planning. An advanced system of town planning existed in the Indus Valley civilization. The Indus Valley cities were well planned. Various types of buildings or the remains of such buildings have been excavated from the Indus Valley sites, such as the remains of what? Great bath, granaries, warehouses, roads, protective walls, etc. These type of buildings. See children, the Indus Valley people were well advanced in their town planning, or the Indus Valley cities were well planned, and they constructed all such buildings also that include the great granaries, warehouses, roads, protective walls, etc. And you know that there were no monumental structures in the Indus Valley cities. Or we did not get any evidence or remains of monumental structures from the Indus Valley cities. It's an important point. Okay, the Indus Valley cities were well planned and they constructed so many buildings such as the great granaries, warehouses, roads, protective walls, etc. But there were no remains of any monumental structures or historical buildings from the Indus Valley cities. And you learned about the citadel and the lower city. About the citadel and the lower city. The Indus Valley cities were divided into two parts, or there were two parts of the Indus Valley cities, citadel and the lower city. Children, we discussed about the citadel and the lower city in detail in the previous videos, and you know that citadel is the upper part of the city. The upper part in the west, in the western part of the city is the upper part. It's located in the western part of the city. It was called the citadel. Citadel was the upper part in the west, and the most important buildings of the Indus Valley were constructed in the citadel or within the citadel. The citadel was constructed in an elevated area, in a high area made of mud and bricks. Okay, see, the citadel was constructed, or it was built on a high platform made of mud and bricks. And the important buildings such as the granaries, the warehouses, then the great bath, etc. were constructed within the citadel, and also the houses of important personalities or important persons in the cities were also located in the citadel. And what about the lower city? The citadel was surrounded by the lower city in the east. Okay, lower city in the east. The citadel was surrounded by the lower city in the east. You know that the citadel was like a fort. People could go there in times of attack from the enemies. People could go to the citadel in times of attack from the enemies. And the citadel was surrounded by the lower city in the east. And you studied that the houses of the common people were constructed in the lower city. The houses of the common people were constructed in the lower city. And about the Great Bath, you know, the remains of the Great Bath were found from Mohenjo-daro. The remains of Great Bath we got from where? Mohenjo-daro. And this Great Bath was like a large swimming pool with 6 entrances and 2 flights of steps which could lead to the bottom for cleaning purposes. You know that this Great Bath was a large swimming pool and it might have used for religious ceremonies. Okay, for ritual bathing. And the remains of Great Bath was found from Mohenjo-daro. And there were many granaries in the Indus Valley cities. Among them, the granary from Harappa is known as the Great Granary. Great Granary and the Great Bath. You learned both these in the previous videos, you know that the Great Bath was like a large swimming pool which was used for ritual bathing in times of religious ceremonies, right? And the remains we got from Mohenjo-daro. And here the great granary was the granary in Harappa. You know that Harappa was the first Indus Valley city to be excavated by the archaeologists, and the granary from Harappa is known as, or the remains that we got from the Harappa, the remains of the great granary, which was known as the great granary of Harappa. Okay, and there were 2 rows which include 6 granaries each. Okay, there were 2 rows of granaries in the great granary, and each rows consisted of 6 small granaries. Okay, so the large granary, the great granary of Harappa had 2 rows of small granaries. Each row of granaries consisted of 6 granaries. That means totally there were 12 small granaries in the great granary of Harappa. And you know that about the lower city, you studied the houses of the common people were constructed in the lower city. Every houses had a kitchen, a courtyard, a well and a bathroom. A kitchen, a courtyard, a bathroom and a well. All these things were common to every houses. And the houses were constructed with baked bricks of uniform size. They also used stones and woods to construct their houses. Right, children? So you know that the lower city consisted of the houses of the common people, and the houses were, sometimes there were 1 or 2 storied houses, and a staircase was there to lead to the upper stories. Right? The houses were constructed with baked bricks of uniform size, then stones and wood. You know that a kitchen, a bathroom, then a well and a courtyard were common to every houses. Right? All these things we have discussed when we studied about the lower city of Indus Valley civilization. Okay? And about sanitation and drainage. What are things we discussed about sanitation and drainage, children? The Indus Valley people gave much importance to sanitation and drainage. Give importance to sanitation and drainage. So, they gave much importance to sanitation and drainage. You know that every house had a bathroom and a well of their own. That means the people of Indus Valley cities obtained water from the individual wells or from the public well. Okay, both types of wells were there in the Indus Valley cities. Every house had their own private wells, and sometimes if there was no private wells or individual wells for any house, they could fetch or they could obtain water from the public wells. Okay, and also every houses had a separate room for washing and bathing, and the floor of that room was sloped for the easy draining of water. The drainage system existed in Harappa was very important, or it was very famous. That means they used covered drains. The dirty water or the water from the bathrooms drained to the covered drains that lined in the streets of Harappa and the Indus Valley cities. Okay, they used covered drains. These covered drains were made of baked bricks, and they had manholes for cleaning purposes. Clear, children? So every houses in the Indus Valley cities had what? Private wells, and sometimes people obtained water from public wells. They had bathrooms or the separate rooms for washing and bathing, and the floors of such rooms were sloped. The dirty water was directed to the drains outside, or the covered drains that lined the streets of the Indus Valley cities. That means the Indus Valley people gave much importance to sanitation and drainage. Okay, sanitation and drainage. So children, listen, in this video we have discussed all the topics We studied in the previous classes that include what? The Indus Valley civilization. Once again listen to me, write on the important points also. This is our revision video and you should listen to me carefully. The Indus Valley civilization flourished between 3300 BCE to 1800 BCE. Okay, and it developed in the valleys of river Indus and its tributaries. Okay. The civilization is also called the Harappan civilization since Harappa was the first city to be excavated from the Indus Valley. Okay, and the people who gave leadership to the excavation processes were Dayaram Sani and Rakaldas Bandyopadhyay. Dayaram Sani and Rakaldas Bandyopadhyay were the people or the archaeologists who gave leadership to the excavation of Indus Valley cities. Again, about the town planning, you know that there existed their baths, granaries, warehouses, roads, protective walls, etc. in the Indus Valley cities. The Indus Valley civilization is very famous for its town planning. Okay, people constructed roads also. Different types of buildings were there in the Indus Valley cities. They constructed roads and they used baked bricks of uniform size for constructing all these buildings. Baked bricks of uniform size. And you know children, there were two parts in the Indus Valley cities, the citadel and the lower city. You know that the citadel was the upper part in the west. Citadel was the upper part in the west of the Indus Valley cities and the most important buildings were constructed within the citadel, including granaries, warehouses, then baths. Again, the houses of important persons were constructed within the citadel. It was like a fort with notches or holes, small openings through which people could look outside in times of external invasion or attack from outside, and they could defend the city. So the citadel was like a fort. Again, about the lower city, you learned that the lower city surrounded the citadel. Okay, the lower city in the east surrounded the citadel. And you know that the houses of the common people were constructed in the lower city. And they constructed their houses with baked bricks, stones and wood. There were 1 or 2 story buildings or houses in the lower city. Each houses had a kitchen, a bathroom, a courtyard and a well. Okay children, and about the sanitation and drainage that existed in the Indus Valley cities, you know that the people of Indus Valley gave much importance to the sanitation and the drainage systems. You studied that the people of Indus Valley obtained water from individual wells or public wells. Every house had a separate room for washing and bathing, and the dirty water from such rooms were directed to drains, covered drains outside. It's lined to the streets of Indus Valley cities. And there were manholes in the drainage or drains in order to clean them. Okay, for cleaning purpose there existed manholes, so they constructed manholes in the drains. Covered drains were used by the Indus Valley people for the proper disposal of dirty water. Okay children, so we have discussed all these topics today and revise it again. You should read your book and stay at home. Keep happy and healthy. Thank you.